Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We are adhering to all health and safety protocols today. As you take your place, please note your seat, row, and number. Please write it down or snap a photo with your phone. Masks should be worn at all times during the ceremony. We thank you for keeping our campus community safe. We will begin our ceremony shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the platform party, led by past faculty chair Dr. Jim Griffiths and comprised of members of the University of South Carolina Board of Trustees, members of the Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education, and the USC Upstate Academic and Administrative Leadership Team, followed by USC System President Bob Caslin and USC Upstate Interim Chancellor Durham Cole. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of colors by cadets of the Army ROTC Southern Guards Battalion, followed by the singing of the national anthem led by USC Upstate student Mr. Chris Gladson, accompanied by the Spartanburg Philharmonic String Quintet. Following the national anthem, Reverend Stacy Mills will provide the invocation.
Assalamu alaikum, Kherete Shalom. As we bow in the wonder of this moment, all are welcome to reflect in the manner with which you identify spiritually. Together, we acknowledge that which makes us different while embracing that which unites us. Heavenly Father, thank you for the joy of this occasion and the grace with which you have given us guidance to achieve the accomplishments considering this past year. You have given to us the beauty of this day and the promise of those to come, for which we are thankful. We reverently seek your presence as we witness the culmination of years spent in pursuit of knowledge and sustained quality of life by our students and faculty, staff, and administration. Enlarge, O Lord, our territory that we may influence the systems that guide our progress. We humbly remember those who began with us, but are no longer here. Give to all those with whom you have entrusted leadership today a desire to seek your will and the strength to do it. So we ask your blessings on the class of 2021, their families, President and Mrs. Caslin, and Chancellor and Mrs. Cole. Give to all of our leaders the vision of what you desire USC Upstate to be and the community it will influence. So too, we ask the Almighty Father to guide our hearts and our minds toward a more progressive ideology and a learning environment wherein all people are welcomed and ideas are nurtured in civility. In the name of all that is righteous, pure, and holy, amen. It is now my honor to introduce Interim Chancellor Durham Cole.
Greetings, Spartans. I'm delighted to welcome you to a most honored tradition into what will be the crowning experience for the class of 2021, your commencement at the University of South Carolina Upstate. First, it is only fitting that we honor those who have dedicated their lives to protecting ours. My grandfather, who will turn 102 this year, is a World War II veteran who landed at Omaha Beach during the Allied invasion at Normandy. After the war, he was able to obtain his undergraduate and dental degrees in part due to his veterans' benefits. That is why I am proud USC Upstate is designated as a military-friendly university. Among our graduates are numerous active duty or military veterans and dependents of veterans. Your achievement is a special one, and we thank you for your service. Sorry, everyone, please be seated. Graduates, we are all here to celebrate you and the degrees you have worked so hard to earn. Our ceremony will include pomp and circumstance, advice, thousands of photos and countless selfies, and we hope the making of many memories. And as I just asked you to sit down, will our graduates please stand to be recognized? Graduates, please be seated. Our faculty and staff remain invested in your success. Without the efforts of our highly dedicated faculty and their commitment to teaching, research, and service, our graduates would not be here today. Will our faculty please rise to be recognized? Graduates, you have invested hours upon hours to earn your degree. Like so many of life's significant milestones, we are celebrating the end of something, but at the same time, we are celebrating a new beginning. You are about to write the next chapter in your lives. So here we are on your long-awaited graduation day in what is certainly the most unusual year of my lifetime, and I suspect many of yours. But I am convinced that your cohort, most of whom are considered Generation Z, is best equipped to handle these challenging times and to learn from the successes and the mistakes of prior generations. To those of you in an earlier generation, you have undoubtedly picked up many of Gen Z's traits by virtue of attending college alongside them, so hang with me. Here are a few traits of Gen Z as compared to earlier generations. You process information faster than any other generation who has come before you. You've grown up in the age of technology, a world of continuous updates. You have rolled up and down on this change-a-minute coronavirus roller coaster without getting nauseated. You are better multitaskers than some of us older folks. You've been known to start a paper on your computer, research it on your phone while taking notes on a notepad, and then finish it in front of the TV with a laptop while FaceTiming a friend. No problem. Individuality is very important to you. You seek and value uniqueness in all walks of life. And finally, and this is critical, you are the most global generation in American history. You expect diversity and inclusion. It isn't just an idea that sounds good in theory or in books. You demand it. And when I think about the challenges that we face in this country, I look to you and feel a renewed sense of optimism. Add to those traits a rigorous education, accented by learning outside the classroom, working with faculty on research, practicum in the field, and your hours of volunteer service, even during this unusual year, and I know you will weather this storm and make our region and country the more perfect union our forefathers wrote about. I'm proud just imagining your future successes, but you have already succeeded in so many amazing ways. I could tell you 363 stories of success this evening if only we had the time. But let me share just a few which exemplify the remarkable accomplishments of the class of 2021. Carol Ann Tacklin is the first student to graduate from a new RN to BSN program that USC Upstate developed with Bermuda College. A lifelong Bermudian, Carol Ann entered nursing later in life, having reconnected with a friend from high school, our own Associate Dean at the Mary Black School of Nursing, Dr. Lynette Gibson. I think people can be intimidated by the study, says Carol Ann, but I'm here to tell you it's the best thing I've ever done. Congratulations, Carol Ann and Dr. Gibson. I'm pleased to share this inspiring story about nursing student Olivia Henson. Dean Shirletha Lee reports that last semester, Olivia attracted the attention and praise of her trainers at the Pelham Medical Center. During routine patient visits, Olivia was the first to recognize that a patient was having a stroke. Olivia quickly notified her team and, they say, quite possibly saved this patient's life. Congratulations, Olivia. Natasia Simone Ziegler, a finance and economics major, says she always had a passion for learning and a curiosity about business. Natasia says she chose USC Upstate after touring the campus and sensing a personal connection with our culture. She grew from being a shy freshman to one of the most active students on campus. Natasia graduates today with honors and a future as a financial analyst. Congratulations. Last summer, Mason Stewart was serving as an intern at Cardinal Health, which is listed on the New York Stock Exchange as a multinational healthcare services company. Mason has accepted an offer to join Cardinal Health permanently as a supply chain specialist, and following graduation, will enter the company's management training program. Congratulations, Mason. Sean Asher, too, formally begins his career as a supply chain analyst. Sean has accepted an offer to join Fatiza, a Brazilian manufacturing company based in Simpsonville. Sean has been working for Fatiza since December. Congratulations, Sean. And business students Ariel Morris and Jordan Marks anticipate exciting times ahead. Ariel will head to George Washington University to further her studies, while Jordan will participate in the Major League Draft this summer. And I'm told he has a very solid chance of realizing his dream of professional baseball. Congratulations, Ariel and Jordan. Three of this evening's graduates are true first from the School of Education, Human Performance, and Health. Aurelia Fuentes-Trejo, Tania Hughes, and Elizabeth McCraw are the first to graduate from our new community health program. These students represent a new and important contribution USC Upstate makes to our region. Congratulations, Aurelia, Tania, and Elizabeth. Four of our exercise and sports science graduates are heading to doctoral programs. Admittance is challenging, and this is a major achievement for Mia Davis, Preston Miller, Christopher Eric Dean, and Maria Templeton. Congratulations to you all. Our education students are graduating at a time of unprecedented need. As the state and nation face an expanding teacher shortage, the preparation of educators has never been more critical. Through programs like Call Me Mister and Real Men Teach, we are supporting male students from underrepresented populations as they pursue education as a profession. The impact of these programs is evident in graduates like Ramonte Smith, who, like so many other graduates here tonight, already has a contract to teach. Congratulations, Ramonte. And then there's Colby Hughes, one of our outstanding student teachers in physical education, and another example of how USC Upstate educators are making a difference. When a student teaching supervisor visited his classroom, one of Colby's students, who's in a wheelchair, took the supervisor aside and offered that she now enjoys PE again because Mr. Hughes always figured out a way for her to be able to participate. And that, because of him, she could have fun in class with her friends. That young girl will likely remember our Mr. Hughes for a very long time. Congratulations, Colby, and to all our graduates this evening. USC Upstate will continue to build a strong reputation as a major regional partner in fulfilling critical workforce needs while contributing to the social, cultural, and economic development of the Upstate. We will continue to champion new academic programs and partnerships. Our growing alumni network is well over 30,000 strong, with more than 80% of our graduates remaining in the region to build successful careers and lives as leaders in our communities. The continued success and growth of this university is vital not only to our community, but to the entire state of South Carolina. Graduates, I have no doubt you'll play an important role in building the vitality of our state as you leave here tonight with a degree from USC Upstate. The future of this institution will be written through your successes and accomplishments as you go forth to build on this foundation. Again, congratulations. Now, please allow me to introduce members of our distinguished platform party. Joining me are members of the University of South Carolina Board of Trustees and leadership of the University of South Carolina System, members of the Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education, and distinguished leaders from USC Upstate. Please hold your applause until I've had the opportunity to recognize each by name, asking them to stand and remain standing. From the University of South Carolina, the Honorable C. Dorn Smith, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, the Honorable C. Dan Adams, the Honorable Brian C. Harlan, the Honorable Richard A. Jones, Jr., the Honorable Tony J. Lister, the Honorable Leah B. Moody, the Honorable Emma W. Morris, President Bob Caslin, and Dr. Cameron Howell, Secretary of the Board of Trustees. From the Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education, Dr. David Church, Chairman. And from USC Upstate, Dr. David Schechter, Provost and Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Shirletha Lee, Dean of the Mary Black School of Nursing, Dr. Mo Georgiuri, Dean of the George Dean Johnson Jr. College of Business and Economics, Dr. Laura Reynolds, Dean of the School of Education, Human Performance and Health, Dr. Jim Griffiths, Interim Vice Chair of the Faculty Senate, Mr. Adib Kapasi, President of Student Government, and the Reverend Stacy Mills, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Regional Engagement, and our very special guest this evening, Ms. Cecilia J. Cogdell. Also with us this evening are the First Lady of the University of South Carolina, Ms. Shelley Caslin. Special guests, Ms. Cynthia Lister, Mr. Robbie Morris, and another source of positive energy and support for this great university, my wife, Susie Cole. We thank you all for being with us this evening. And let's give these leaders another round of applause. It is my privilege now to introduce Mr. Adib Kapasi, our Student Government Association President, to bring greetings to our graduates on behalf of the student body.
Good evening, President Caslin, Chancellor Cole, friends and family, distinguished guests, and to all of those who stand ready today to face the next test. Test of a man. The test of a man is the fight that he makes, the grit that he daily shows, the way he stands upon his feet and takes life's numerous bumps and blows. A coward can smile when there's not the fear and nothing progresses bars. But it takes a man to stand and cheer while the other fellow stars. It isn't the victory after all, but a fight that a brother makes. A man, when driven against a wall, still stands erect and takes the blows of fate. With his head held high, bleeding, bruised and pale, is the man who will win, as fate defied, for he isn't afraid to fail. Fear is just a mindset. Fear is being afraid of something that has not yet happened and may never happen. The root of fear is not knowing the chaos and the noise that may come. But we must be able to accept the chaos and noise and control what we can. My best friend, Tommy Shader, did not run from the fear when they told him he couldn't play his first year here at USC Upstate. It was a tough moment for him, and he was down bad, and I was down bad because my brother was down bad. But what did he do? He embraced the chaos around him and making sure he was on the roster the next year. My brother Austin Mays lost his very own mother in a tragic car accident. I remember the day like it was yesterday, and I ran to Woodruff as fast as I could. But what did he do? He embraced the chaos and kept on going, striving to make a better life for him and his family through coaching the game of basketball. Today, we must accept the many variables in our life in which we just cannot control. However, we must block out the noise. You see, the noise creates the fear. The noise is the people telling you you're not good enough. The noise is your so-called friends not believing in you. The noise is all the distractions externally and the fear that shakes us internally. But let us never forget, in the midst of all the chaos and the noise and the fear in our lives, we must always remember we are the men and women in the arena. We are the ones who can't afford to let our dreams just dry up like a raisin in the sun. So let us walk into this new chapter of our lives together, not fearing the unknown, but embracing the unknown. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, you gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You're able to say to yourself, I have lived through this horror. I can take the next thing that comes along. Ladies and gentlemen, you must do the thing you think you cannot do. On this day, as the next test begins, embrace the joy of your accomplishment. and embrace the fears. So you will win and fate defied because you weren't afraid to fail. Thank you all very much, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Capazzi. The business of a public university is a team effort. It requires leadership and commitment from all sectors, including our governments and communities. For USC Upstate, one of the key sources of leadership and partnership is the Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education. It is my privilege to introduce Dr. David Church, Chair of the Commission, to bring greetings on its behalf.
Thank you. On behalf of Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education, it is my pleasure to welcome you here this evening. Commencement is such a special occasion in the lives of our graduates and their families. We are so pleased to be here to celebrate your accomplishment. USC Upstate has long fulfilled regional and state workforce needs and is a major engine of social and economic development. Graduates, be proud of your USC Upstate degree because it will serve you well. The Spartanburg County Commission for Higher Education is proud of each graduate. We're equally proud of the university's faculty and staff for their dedication to ensure graduates achieve their academic goals while enriching their college experience. Congratulations, graduates. We wish you all the best of luck and hope that the future holds an abundance of opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, I'm honored to introduce the President of the University of South Carolina and the USC system, Mr. Bob Caslen. In doing so, I wish to underscore the great value inuring to this institution from membership in the University of South Carolina system. The stability of our state and our region demands ever-increasing levels of educational attainment for our citizens, and through the broad reach of our USC system, we have the ability to provide higher education to every South Carolinian who seeks it. As a strong partner within the USC system, USC Upstate grants a significant percentage of the state's baccalaureate degrees annually. These numbers, our economic impact, together with the academic reputation of the USC system, strengthen our institution greatly. USC Upstate is uniquely positioned to create transformative opportunities through our higher education to better serve the needs of our region. President Caslen.
Well, thank you very much, Chancellor Cole, and greetings to our graduates, distinguished guests, the administrators, faculty, staff, family, and friends. And really, it is my privilege to welcome all of you to this milestone event for the great class of 2021. First, I'd like to recognize Chris Gladson, who was singing our national anthem, along with our musicians, the Spartanburg Philharmonic String Quartet. They did a great job. How about a round of applause for Chris Gladson? Thank you, Chris. Someone else who's near and dear to my heart were the ROTC that came up here displaying our flag, our national flag and state flag. They did a great job for the ROTC. How about giving them a round of applause? I know we've recognized the board for the University of South Carolina and the University of South Carolina system. A special shout out to the chairman, Dr. Dorn Smith. Sir, thank you very much for your leadership and to the entire board behind me. I also want to recognize, and I know you have been recognized, the faculty sitting right in front of me. None of us would be here today if it was not for those students, and the students would not be here today were it not for you. The way you have poured your heart and soul into their development, their intellectual development, so that they are prepared now to launch off and go into this great world of ours is directly related to your care, your interest in each and every one of them. So to our faculty, thank you all so very much for the role that you play in tonight's events. All right, I want to give a special shout out to Durham. So Durham Cole came in as an interim chancellor under short notice, did a phenomenal job under some of the most difficult and challenging circumstances. Can you imagine taking over a brand new job and all of a sudden now you have a pandemic and you convert 100% to online? You all had just experienced it, but the person that was behind that leadership, and he was rock solid the entire time, is Chancellor Durham Cole. So Durham, we're going to miss you, but we're so glad that you're going to stay with our system. So how about a round for your Chancellor? And one final acknowledgement. I was overwhelmed with your student government president Abid Kapasi as he was talking about the test of a man. And the words he said there and some of the challenges as I was reflecting, having graduated from college about 46 or so years ago, and everything that he was saying I can reflect and conceive. But what great words, Adib, and I just want to say thank you very much for your presentation this evening. Thanks. How about? All right, graduates. Yours is a landmark achievement that truly is worth celebrating and cherishing. I know you have a deep sense of pride in all the work you put into earning your degree, and I commend you for the incredible perseverance and resilience that you've demonstrated to get here. It's hard to believe that it's been more than a year since our lives were transformed overnight in response to COVID-19. Since then, as you know, life has looked different for all of us. Classes and meetings have been conducted virtually, no one leaves home without a mask, and testing is a regular item on our to-do list. And as president of our university system, I am proud of the character that USC Upstate displayed as you rose to meet the challenges of a year unlike any other. You went to class, conducted research, opened new classroom and labs, and made lasting memories. Together, you delivered on your academic and your research mission while keeping your campus open and ensuring the safety, health, and well-being of the community. Even during this global health crisis, you were presented with many opportunities, including the opportunity to evaluate your priorities, to reflect on what really matters at the university and what really matters in your own life. Most importantly, you learn that when you work together, there is no challenge so great that you cannot overcome it. And as we reflect together on what matters, I want to take a moment to ask you to help me acknowledge the many people who got you here today. Never forget the people most responsible for instilling in you the values that define your character. The people who cheered your accomplishments and were there to pick you up when you stumbled. The people that were always by your side. And many of them are here this evening sitting behind you. Your family, your parents, your friends, and your loved ones. So graduates, one more time, would you please join me in acknowledging Mom and Dad and all your other family and relatives sitting behind you who got you here today. Thank you, Mom and Dad. As the father myself of 3 college students, I offer my own thanks to these wonderful supporters and share with you the pride and accomplishments of this great celebration this evening. So graduates, this past year you faced your own challenges and grown stronger for it. And as you begin this next chapter, put into practice the lessons you've learned, and I encourage you to commit to a life of excellence. And you may ask yourself, well, what does excellence look like? Excellence, I would argue, is more than just earning a top grade or getting promoted. It's not about the things you own or how much money you have or where you live. In fact, excellence is not an end state to be reached, but excellence is a way of living that you must choose again each and every day. It's a decision to live to the uppermost levels of your potential, to act with character and compassion, and to live by a set of values that shapes your character Every choice you make is an opportunity to move closer to excellence, but you must have the discipline to maintain that commitment. James Clear wrote a great book called Atomic Habits, and in the book he said that every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. So simply put, it's up to you to determine what kind of person you want to become. To live with excellence, you must have courage to actively push yourself out of your comfort zone into areas you're unfamiliar and uncomfortable with, knowing that you will make mistakes. However, these mistakes are not necessarily mistakes, they're opportunities to learn, opportunities to stretch and to grow, especially as you begin your career on the global stage. And as you pursue excellence, I encourage you to maintain perspective and remember the many reasons you have to be grateful. Years from now, no one will remember the grade you made on that final exam or the amount in your bank account. Instead, they're going to remember your character, the values you live by, and how you treated those around you. And if I was asked what was the one lesson I have learned in life over the 46 years since I graduated, it is simply this: to be a man and a woman of character. Character is simply the set of values you embrace that define who you are and what you stand for. Values like honor and loyalty and respect, selfless service and integrity, resilience and personal courage. And why is this important? Quite simply because character builds trust relationships with the people that you work with and the people you live with. I've seen it over and over again. Brilliant men and women will fall and fail because of moral ineptitude. And why is that? Simply because they lost trust and confidence in those whom they lived with and worked with. You can be number one in your class, but if you fail in character, I believe you fail in leadership. But character forces us to listen, to understand, to empathize, and to find common ground. It enables us to move forward together rather than at the expense of one another. So if you remember anything I say this evening, remember as you go forward from this great university to live a life of character and excellence. We're so very proud of you. We can't wait to see everything that you accomplish next. I'm confident that your impact will be profound indeed. And it's now my honor and privilege to officially congratulate you as the newest alumni from the University of South Carolina Upstate, and I look forward to welcoming you back home to your alma mater. Congratulations. We now come to the part of the ceremony where the university will present its highest recognition, the honorary doctorate degree. Chancellor Cole, I understand you have a candidate for the honorary degree.
Mr. President, I have a candidate for the honorary degree, Doctor of Public Service. Ms. Cecilia J. Cogdell joined the USC Upstate faculty in 1969 and served for nearly 40 years as a tenured associate professor and in numerous leadership roles. Her steady guidance earned her the respect and admiration of her many colleagues. Ms. Cogdell's distinguished service and leadership advanced the university as a whole, but it had a significant, lasting impact on the Mary Black School of Nursing, which is recognized as one of the most highly regarded nursing schools in the Southeast. While acting dean, Ms. Cogdell managed a growing and dynamic nursing program. Working closely with her colleagues, she developed and implemented an RN to BSN program track in 1979. She was instrumental in securing several grants, including a $500,000 award that contributed to the construction of a new nursing building on campus in 1982. She took an active role in university reaccreditation, as well as the school's first professional accreditations, leading the Mary Black School of Nursing to meet the industry's highest standards.
Will the Honorable Tony Lister of the University's Board of Trustees and Dr. Cameron Howell, Secretary of the Board, would you please bring the candidate forward?
For her years of service to the Mary Black School of Nursing, for the honor and excellence she has demonstrated on behalf of this university, and for her dedication and commitment to students and nursing education, the University of South Carolina Upstate, with the approval of the University of South Carolina Board of Trustees, now presents Cecilia J. Cogdell for the honorary degree, Doctor of Public Service.
Congratulations, Dr. Cogdell. I have one official duty, and that is by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, acting on behalf of the people of South Carolina through the General Assembly of the state, I hereby do confer upon you the degree Doctor of Public Service honoris causa, together with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities to that degree appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Cogdell.
We now move to awarding the remainder of our degrees. Provost and Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. David Schechter, will present all candidates.
Thank you, Chancellor Cole. This is a moment we've really been waiting for. Will the candidates for degrees please rise? Mr. President, all candidates who stand before me and others who cannot be present but whose achievement is being recorded officially by the university, having completed the requirements for their respective degrees, are herewith recommended by the faculty of the university for the conferral of their degrees. You may now be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Schechter. By virtue of the authority vested in the University of South Carolina by the people of this state, acting through their representatives in the General Assembly and on the Board of Trustees of this institution, and on the recommendation of the faculty thereof, the university confers upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, together with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2021.
To help us honor each graduate, we ask that all members of the audience remain in their seats throughout the program, and that you, our guest this evening, please withhold your applause during the announcement of graduates' names. Everyone wants to hear their son, daughter, sister, or brother's name called. And the respect we show our last graduate today is as important as the respect we show the first. I thank you in advance for honoring our graduates and this ceremony. Graduates, the marshals will direct you to come forward for individual recognition and congratulations. It is my pleasure now to welcome Provost Schechter for the awarding of degrees.
Thank you, Chancellor Cole. Thank you, President Caslin. Graduates, as we did at this morning's ceremony, we will not be shaking hands as you cross the stage today to protect everyone, but elbow bumps as you cross the stage with the Chancellor or the Dean are just fine. Will Dean Shirletha Lee please join Interim Chancellor Cole to greet the candidates from the Mary Black School of Nursing?
Erica Brown.
Kimberly Merceda Clark. Callista Rose Jess. Tara Lee Tuthero, cum laude. Sharon S. Sumagwi, magna cum laude.
Shyla Carrington Cook, magna cum laude. Emily Ann Hurt, magna cum laude.
Lisa Marina Garza, magna cum laude. Sarah Anting O'Regan, cum laude. Skylin Faith Adair, summa cum laude. Barbara Carol Ann Tacklin. Tara L. Adams.
Tanisha Daisha Willingham.
Isabel Celine Jost.
Jasmine Sadeja Coleman.
Heather Allen Turnage. Matthew C. Johnson.
Madison Grace McNally.
Rachel L. Forrest.
Kaylin Elise Jones, magna cum laude. Riley Suzanne Rhodes.
Erica Pence. Caleb Arrington Chappell, cum laude.
Ashley Nicole Wheeler, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Burgess. Elizabeth Marie McCullough. Heatherly Marie Edney. Caitlin Elaine Davison. Heather Inman Seeley. Ricky Lohr.
Geraldine Rose Barnett, magna cum laude. Tiffany Jade Jenkins.
Hannah Elizabeth Collier, cum laude. Erin Elizabeth Seaman. Casey Lee Shelton. Monica Gail Skochek.
Mackenzie Danielle Glasgow. Brianna Ashley Gulston, cum laude.
Dorothy Love Sanders.
Harry Lane Ellen Glover.
Brittany LaSharon Hopkins.
Alexis Briannica Stokes. Victoria Ashley Kennedy, cum laude.
Chelsea Marie Haverlock, cum laude.
Cassie Lynn Overcash. Kayla Annette Lance, cum laude. Andrew Melvin Keddy. Nicholas James Kohlendorfer, magna cum laude.
Stephen Alexander Sklar.
Allie Michelle Gibson.
Grayson Emma Lee Green. Kaylee Huntley Reap. Brian Terrence Ward.
Dylan Sang Elmer.
Caitlin Davis. Catherine N. Corns. Brianna Richardson. Jordan Gennaro Coquin.
Lauren Michelle Jones, cum laude.
Betty Amelia Brooks. Brittany P. Rogers.
Derche Berlin Mosby, magna cum laude. Charnice Janae Marie Jackson.
Joshua L. Rivenbark. Stephanie B. Majorano. Hayden Elizabeth Melton, cum laude. Chrysler Blue Sanders.
Hannah Elizabeth Montgomery. McKenna Jean Kirkpatrick, cum laude. Hensley Streep Pringle. Jaylee Porras. Brooklyn Babcock, magna cum laude. Tajarius Javon Goodson. Patria Sterling. Samantha Jo Clamp.
Lisa M. Ramirez. Michelle L. Lutman.
Ashley Marie Utterback.
Andrea Letitia Hawkins.
Caitlin Alexis Felsky. Dania Chantel Epps.
Elena Thomasina Griffin.
Megan Lee Johnson, magna cum laude.
Hannah Nicole Coker, magna cum laude. Julia Grace Vincent.
Allison Shea Johnston, cum laude. Ginger Riva Kamdar.
Alida Joy Bagunu Gwingab.
Mokishia Marie Johnson.
Megan Nicole Davis. Taylor Stevie Ray Brown, cum laude.
Angela Maria Giron.
Thank you, Dean Lee, and congratulations to the Mary Black School of Nursing graduates tonight. Will Dean Mohammed Jajuri please join Interim Chancellor Cole to greet the candidates from the George Dean Johnson Jr. College of Business and Economics.
Brittany Ann Jorez, cum laude.
Ordarius Jaque Tinsley, cum laude.
Tristan Ernest, cum laude.
Anna Lindsay Southern.
Lauren Lynn.
Brett Harrell Sutherland. Ariel Brianna Morris.
Patrick Stephen Danko II.
Benjamin Lloyd Givens.
Lohim Miller. Kensley Diane Crocker. Elena Marie Dunphy.
Michael Nunez. Jaden Elise Quinn, summa cum laude. Nicholas Bellamy.
Carolyn T. McLean.
Sean James Asher. Robbie Buo Sray.
Natalia Cortez. Edward P. Shiflett. Jorge Luis Guerra Martinez. Jakira Angela Hambright.
Efrain Alex Garcia.
Tori Wayne Ravon. Thomas Jared Wilimowski. Ariana Janae Sales. Joshua Bernard Haygood.
Jamar Leonard Falk Jr., cum laude.
Callie Marissa Cox, cum laude. Kyle Wayne Hanna, cum laude.
Tashana Naomi Cato.
Natasia Simone Ziegler. Stuart Mackenzie Ellison.
Justin Keltner, cum laude.
Jacob Edwards Hallman.
Mason Bradley Stewart, cum laude. Jonathan Ray Carlisle.
Kyle Schmidt.
Benjamin Mark Ferrer, summa cum laude.
Jordan John Marks, magna cum laude.
William Snyder Lancaster.
Shane Thomas Davis, Jr.
Ari Daniel Jahanfar.
Camden O'Neill Williams.
Jonathan Dennis Tayshawn.
Lauren Kayla Edwards.
Eulannulus DeLeon Smith. Shania Tolden.
Michael Brown II. Cameron Danae Mackins.
Renisha Maxine Piles. Anatoly S. Gamza.
Megan E. Dymeke.
Felipe Beza, magna cum laude.
Paul Monels. Joshua Lewis Wood.
Daniel Jaramillo, cum laude. Tatiana Giraldo. Marcus Antonio Leach, Jr. Morgan Danielle Tyler.
Selena Brianna Mitchell. Amber Rose Harrison.
Thank you, Dean DeJory, and congratulations to the graduates from the George Dean Johnson Junior College of Business and Economics. Will Dean Laura Reynolds join Interim Chancellor Cole to please greet the candidates for the School of Education, Human Performance, and Health?
Deontay Bradford.
Emerald C. Kelly, cum laude. Laportia Briasia Keat, cum laude.
Tatiana Amber Hodge, cum laude.
Maya Joshin Izzard, cum laude.
Dominique I. Rawson, magna cum laude.
Abria Charnice Grant. Lauren A. Emma. Ashton Victoria Coggins, cum laude.
Christopher Todd Whitaker, summa cum laude.
Kristen Michaela Taylor, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Louise Towery, magna cum laude.
Jamie Renee Grazioso.
Matthew Glenn Thomas, cum laude.
Mackenzie Caroline Holmes, magna cum laude.
Gregory Thomas Kohler. Summer Elise Queen, magna cum laude. McKenna Maria Templeton, magna cum laude.
Jacayla Latrice McCall. Shaylee Coretta Washington. Jamie C. Connolly, magna cum laude. Rebecca Ann Cummer, cum laude. Catherine Palmer Hennett, summa cum laude. Daisy Leanne Ridge. Kinsley Burke, magna cum laude.
Chelsea Joe Page, magna cum laude. Victoria Jewel Garrett, magna cum laude. Sabria Lina Farr, cum laude. Madison Page Cash, cum laude.
Ronaldo Martinez. Tyler Crocker.
Griffin Michael Thomas, cum laude. Haley Olivia Frazier, summa cum laude.
Elizabeth C. McCraw. Tania Hughes.
Anthony Frank Chiffon, cum laude.
Jennifer H. Miller, cum laude. Meredith Ashley Eggebrotten. Lauren Faith Hunter, cum laude.
Pamela Alexis Smith, cum laude. Estefani Christian, cum laude. Nikia Gordon. Rosalind Joy Powell, magna cum laude.
Alexis Morgan Brockway, cum laude. Haley Ann Davis.
Candace Brianne Beebe, magna cum laude. Hannah Turner, magna cum laude.
Christina Michelle Green, magna cum laude.
Jana Adele Prelu.
Henley Diane Reagan, magna cum laude. Jordan Shaw. Mercedes Rainey.
Ayana Rosetta Franklin Sims.
Taylor Renee Blaylock, cum laude. Kevin Richard Bishop, summa cum laude. Tyler Wilson DeShields.
Allison Page Cantrell, cum laude. Alexis Marie Spencer. Caitlin Elizabeth Nerela.
Tiara Alexandra Winton.
Ashton Brooke Cody, summa cum laude.
Raul Martinez, Jr., magna cum laude.
Madison Grace Fawcett, cum laude.
Christopher Eric Dean, cum laude. Madison Renee Williams. Garrett William Richard.
Antonio L. Champion, cum laude.
Melissa Lovin, summa cum laude. Colby David Hughes, cum laude. Mia Aaron Davis.
Jordan Brianna Belton, cum laude. Morgan Annette Nichols, cum laude.
Adam P. Leonard, magna cum laude.
Austin Tanner Morgan.
Preston S. Miller, summa cum laude.
Michaela Jade Gibbons. Taylor Danielle Morneau, cum laude. Kiara Montoya. Ramonte Charles Smith.
Lila Janine Lagon. Alyssa Cheyenne Douglas. Carlos Denise Geneva Blackwell, magna cum laude.
Akiria Prelo, magna cum laude.
Allison Jean Dunlap, magna cum laude.
Tyler Brian Powell. Tylasia Olena Johnson.
Courtney Brianna Sybils.
Lucas Kane Campbell.
Oyana Siobhan Williams. Najia Lauren Rouse.
Logan Ashley Fowler, magna cum laude. Essence Shalia Kinlook. Alexis Shade Floyd.
Armani Wilson.
Colby Brianna Evans.
Kristen K. Long, cum laude.
Karen Michelle Garcia Justo, cum laude.
Taiwan Azor Hammond.
Yarelia Fuentes Trejo.
Michelle Nadine Quadra, magna cum laude.
Yolanda Thomas, summa cum laude.
Cedric Alessander Ruiz Martinez. Aaliyah Black, cum laude.
Jana Morgan Tyler.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the class of 2021. Graduates, please stand. It is a time-honored tradition in the Academy to signal earning our academic credentials by moving our tassels from the right to the left of your mortarboards. So graduates, on the count of 3, let us celebrate your new status of graduating from USC Upstate by transiting your tassel from right to left. 1, 2, 3. You have now joined the ranks of the more than 30,000 alumni who have come before you. As such, we want you to continue your lifelong participation with your university through the Alumni Association, beginning with today's celebration and continuing for years to come. We applaud you for reaching this important milestone in your life. And now, as you prepare to embark on the next phase of your life, it's not just you against the world. You are in great company with a vast network of proud USC Upstate alumni worldwide. Graduation is a bittersweet occasion. It signals the end of something special and the beginning of so much more. This university will always be your university. Your story is now and will forever be intertwined with the story of this institution. You are always welcome to come back home. Congratulations, graduates. And now, Mr. Gladson invites you to join us in singing the first verse of the University of South Carolina alma mater, the words of which are in your program. Please rise. Thank you, Mr. Gladson, and to our commercial music students and faculty. Special thanks to our announcers, Dr. Emily Kofed and Mr. Lee Nybert, and our interpreters from Visual Language Interpreters. I would like to recognize two additional groups who have contributed significantly to this evening's celebration, members of the Spartanburg Philharmonic String Quintet for their musical contributions prior to and during the ceremony, and the students who are serving as marshals this evening. Musicians and marshals, please stand so we can thank you. We ask that you remain seated until the recession of the platform party is complete. Thanks to all of you for being here this evening, and once again, congratulations, graduates.